When you first looked in the mirror after you'd been injured, what did you think?
Who's that monster looking back at me?
Did it become easier?
No. So I just felt like I'm a freak.
Chris was a Lance Corporal serving with the Royal Logistic Corps in Iraq when he was hit in the face by a rifle grenade travelling at 1,500 miles an hour. The injuries he suffered were catastrophic. Not only did the grenade shatter his skull, he lost his right eye and ended up paralysed down his left-hand side after suffering a number of strokes. But following a series of operations, Chris has defied the odds to complete several incredible challenges in an effort to raise money for Hole for Heroes, a charity the Veterans Foundation is proud to support. This is his remarkable story. I want to start at the beginning, Chris, if possible.
Oh, it's a good place to start.
It is a good place to start.
Yeah.
Now, you served as a radio operator with the Royal Logistic Corps.
Yeah, that's correct.
Why did you want to serve your country?
So I could be a proud man. And I figured to save my country, I'd become a man and be proud doing it as well.
And did you enjoy your time?
I loved every moment of it. Don't get me wrong, I had down times, but I think the good times outweigh the bad times.
Now tell me about Iraq, Chris. When you knew you were going, were you excited? Were you frightened? What were your emotions?
I was happy because I'd had to go. I wanted another medal on my chest. So I'd volunteered to go with the Black Watch.
What do you remember, Chris, about September 2006? It was when you were in Basra, in Iraq, when you were hit in the face with a rifle grenade. What do you remember about it? Do you remember anything?
Not a great deal at all. That's probably a good thing though, because it must have been hellish pain.
When you first woke up, what did you think?
It was not a self-pity, but you know, what am I going to do now? I can't save my country anymore. They'll come back wheelchair, and I just wondered why I couldn't move my left side. And there's a lot of anguish.
Was that the hardest thing, Chris, knowing that your military career was over?
That and the breakdown in my marriage, yeah.
Tell me about those first 6 months when you went to Headley Court, Chris. What was that experience like?
Pain and hard work. I was always up to hard work part, but it was awful the pain I was in. Even performing simple tasks, like get out of bed, it was painful, it was awful, you know. And there's something I would never wish on anybody to have to cope with.
And what was it like being around other soldiers there who'd suffered injury?
You know what, they give me a lot of inspiration and a lot of hope to see people with their legs missing and arms missing. You know, I could only think to myself, well, if they can do it, I've still got my limbs, so to speak, then I can do it.
After his injury, Chris made good progress in his efforts to walk again. But in 2016, he suffered a major setback when he developed fluid on the brain and ended up in an induced coma. It left him wondering whether the struggle to live with his disabilities was worth pursuing. I read that at that time in 2016 that you didn't want to carry on. Is that right?
I think it was, yeah. Because I didn't want to put my friends and my family through any more heartache. And the thing was, it was taking its toll on myself and my mental capacity. And then I was thinking about all my friends and everything, the people that are close to me. And I thought how selfish I am. And why should I put them through the trauma of losing me, because I can't cope. Not fair on them, you know, so I pulled myself together. And I thought, I'm gonna do it.
What do you think, Chris, was your lowest point in your journey?
I think I'd been told I couldn't walk again. So I couldn't do the things I enjoyed doing in the past, and that was hard. And it was even harder. Nobody knows to serve my country. Having to leave all the lads behind. Because you're not leaving the job, you're leaving the family. And that's what the army was like to me. It was like an extended family.
Do you still miss it?
Yeah. Every single day. There's never a part of me that doesn't think of my friends in the army.
Since 2016, when you said you pulled yourself together, you found Hull for Heroes and you've become a patron of the charity. How important has Hull for Heroes been in your life, Chris?
Massively. They take me out and they bought me a hand cycle so I could maintain some more freedom. I did the half marathon last year. I never thought about to do one. I think I've completed 14 Ks.
And why is it that you do them, Chris?
To help inspire others. You know, people that think, oh, I'm disabled, I can't do it. I like to show people that you can do it if it's in there. You just need a bit to get up and go. If you believe you can do it.
Do you consider yourself a hero?
No, I don't think I'm a hero. I didn't do like a hero when I was in the war. But people think I am now because of what I'm doing now. But I'm only me, I'm trying to do the best that I can. I don't feel I'm anything special.
What about an inspiration?
I like to try and be one.
When I was reading about your story, Chris, and some of the things that people said, and I came across words like courage, resilience, strength. How does that make you feel when you hear people talk about you like that?
Proud. Makes me feel proud and good about myself.
When you think back to what happened to you, Chris, do you consider yourself unlucky?
No, I just think I didn't have to beat this bit, sorry. But shit happens. I just because I knew the risks. It was just something that could have happened. And I was unlucky enough for it to happen to me.
Are you proud to have served your country?
I am extremely.
And if you had your time again, would you choose the same path?
Yes. Even if I knew this was gonna happen.
What's life like for you now, Chris?
It's difficult, but I make the best of it. And I've got the best friends and family I could ever have. And they make my life not livable, but exciting and joyful.
The Veterans Foundation, Chris, it raises the lion's share of its money through the Veterans Lottery. Now, these are people who pay £10 a month to play and support people like you. What would your message be to the players of the Veterans Lottery?
Thank God for playing the Veterans Lottery. It makes a massive impact on our veterans. And I'd like to say how much in that time to you, and thank you very much again. If you'd like to help veterans like me, please play the Veterans Lottery.
It's been a pleasure meeting you today, Chris.
Thank you very much.
I know you won't like hearing it, but when you say you're not a hero, you are exactly what a hero is.
If you say so. Thank you very much.
Pleasure, mate. Absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Listen, you know, you're more than welcome.